Well, now then, you could almost say the same thing about the world champion Q-Chalker, because he's been sugaring his tonsils. Alex Hurricane Higgins, the new world professional snooker champion, has turned his talents to pop music and released his first record. It's called 147, and of course it's all about snooker and Alex. Now, even the title is about snooker. 147, as you may know, is the highest break a player can get in a single frame of snooker. But this new departure is really not too much of a surprise. Ever since 1973, when he won the world snooker title for the first time, Alex has been very much of a showman. That year, remember, he got just £480 for his victory, but when he won the title again 3 weeks ago, the prize money was a cool £25,000. Well, hardly too astonishing then that this new piece of razzmatazz from the Hurricane is not too restrained about the champion's undoubted talents.
147, that's my idea of heaven. Gotta keep trying, keep 'em off line somehow.
Watch him now.
147, it'd take a team of 11 to stop me taking it, making or breaking it now. 147, that's my idea of heaven. Gotta keep trying, keep 'em off line somehow.
Come on, Hurricane.
147, take a team of 11 to stop me taking it, making or breaking it now. To stop me taking it, making or breaking it now.
Here goes the last one.
Hurricanes win the game.
Well, I tell you what, Alex, though some of your friends might suggest that you might stick to playing snooker, which you do rather better than singing. How'd you like the sound of your own voice?
I was quite surprised, but there again, I'd love to try and make another one because I'm sure I could do a lot better, because the first time I was very nervous and apprehensive and whatever.
You haven't just made it, have you? You haven't made it since the championship. It's got quite a story to it, this record. When did you make it?
It was made about 16 months ago, and I've had a bad time over the last couple of years. I haven't won many tournaments or whatever, and so it was shelved. And of course, there's a few lines in the record, for instance, like what a break, what a break, what a wonderful break, and you've just seen the break.
Absolutely.
So that's prophetic, that's come true, and
Yeah,
it seemed I was fated perhaps to win the championship this year.
Now, what's been happening to Alex post-championship? Because obviously they say you're going to win, you're going to earn yourself £500,000 this year. Is that proving a real trial? Are you rushing around the country like a madman?
I had one day off after I won it, and then I had bookings that were already done before I'd won the championship, and I worked 6 days on the trot. I went to Portugal for 5 or 6 days and had a break, and now I'm back trying to plug this record, whatever.
So you're working your socks off, are you?
Well, it's a lot easier than playing 3.5 hours a night in a club at snooker, whatever. But it's a new thing to go to a broadcasting house and Radio 2 and stuff like that, and meet the DJs and so on.
But you've always been a controversial chap, and you've never really sort of slowed down at all. I mean, isn't all this activity going to lessen your chances of winning any more tournaments? Rather like Tony Jacklin when he won the Open Golf Championship. He didn't win anything for a while because he was pumping around and sponsoring and appearing and speechifying and so on.
It's actually been a big boost, and it's restored a lot of my confidence. And now that I'm in a position where I can do a lot more things that I want to, for the first time in 4 or 5 years, when this has all died down a bit, I can get back to practicing a bit, and I'd like to concentrate on the tournaments, because as world champion, I'd like to have pride of appearance and play.
Now, are you looking after yourself? Of course, you never have you? I mean, are you still on a diet of vitamin pills and vodka?
No, I never drank that much. I think that was blown up a lot. I mean, I do like a vodka and Coke, and I do like a pint of lager. I'm no different to anyone else, but I don't like hotel foods, and when you're racing up and down the country, it's a bit hard, and I've got a bit of a weak stomach.
Tell me, are you turning over yet another new leaf? I've talked to you so often when, you know, Alex Hurricane Higgins is turning over a new leaf, and you're going to be a good boy, you're not going to get fined, and you're not going to get disciplined, and no more apologies. That's not going to change, really, is it?
I think mainly that my behaviour on the table is one of the best examples for any professional snooker players, because I think I'm a gracious winner and also a gracious loser. I think that's been proved over the years, and what happens in my private life a lot of the times should be left alone.
Fine. Well, thank you very much for joining us. You play snooker like a dream. Good luck with the record anyway. That's all I'll say about that. Thank you very much indeed, and good luck this year.